Hello, welcome back to another episode of Moving House with Dazzler. Well, moving Dune base with Dazzler, I guess we could say. I have done a little bit since I was last on. I got somewhat carried away. Um, Hopefully, you guys don't feel like I've left you out of the journey a bit here, but yeah, I needed to bring over more materials, and I also needed to make a safe place for me to hide. So we're currently in the
Sector weather
crypt.
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
And as you can see here, with big explosion marks in the crypt. So yeah, the crypt now extends out into the workshop. So crypt, workshop, and of course a sandstorm blows in as soon as I start the video. Perfect, just what we wanted. Sorry, I'm just moving my mic, so if there's some background noise, that's that. Um, yeah, as you can see, this is now the crypt. Stairs coming down here. Don't like how I've got all that rubble there, but you know, it's it's going to be a pretty unusable side, that side. Um, but I needed to maintain the look of the building. I'm going to step outside. Oh look, storm. You can see I've completed this wall now. I've actually moved around here and started doing this wall.
Sector weather alert. A large
And we can see
sandstorm
that
is
goes all the
approaching.
way over to that corner now. I've changed the front shape again. I squared it off. There's our regularly scheduled flares. Are they going to survive that storm? I hope not. Anyway, we're shielding our eyes because the storm's hitting. We'll go and take some cover in here. What I've also done is I've done these little floors up into the rooms. So we've got bedroom 1 or apartment 1. Then if we come up here, we've got apartment 2. And you can see where apartment 3 is going to go. Ow. Storm's already here, but it didn't look like it was here. Yeah, anyway, so we go in here. The glass is unable to be seen through. And then, yeah, I've just done the same on this side. So there we go. Oh, I've forgotten to put the floor in here. So yeah. And then if we come into here, we're back in the crypt. Great lighting for this. Another flare's gone up. Come on, Storm, hurry up, go away. I need you to start showing meters. Once I start showing meters, it means it's passed. Right, I'm going to risk it. I'm outside. And the storm is hurting me. Just to test my theory. There you go. It stopped hurting me and it's blown by. Yeah, so anyway, they're going to keep popping flares because they're fun like that. I've changed this front side so we now have the long straight wall along both sides to a degree. And then what I've done is I've implemented a couple of extra towers on this side. I might actually just make it one extra tower. And then we're going to run that round to there. So this actually made better use than doing the weird little angled wall anyway. We haven't lost out on as much. And I could have stepped that in one and then come in here. There's probably a slightly better angle I could have worked it on. Let's try moving. Move that across like that. Doesn't really add or take anything away. Just gives it a slightly better profile. I'm going to take out this turret as well. I prefer it to just have the same number of turrets on the sides. I'm going to add a walkway going around here. So we'll also need to add steps coming up. But yeah, we won't worry about doing that now. You can see I have decked out this entire side. We've got a tiny little axe slash rocket rock there. We've got some damage to my floor here. Grr. Need to figure out something here as well. Do I want to go up another level, add loads of light coming in? We'll see. So the plan is, as I extend this base out, you'll see the initial image on the page expand out each time I've done something worth looking at. I'm kind of torn about this path here. I kind of feel like, yeah, it needs to come up to there, but then should this all just be straight down to gravel? How low is it? I mean, that's quite a drop at this point. Maybe we'll keep it for now. Yeah, I'm actually running low on materials, which is not ideal. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this. I've adjusted these towers so they now have stairwells going up to them, which I quite like the look of. I can't extend out any further forward, so we haven't done any like, silly little expansions. Tell you what I might do though. See how I've got that shape going on there. I wonder if that would work on here too. I'm not really that keen on these. They're basically just look like a mushroom. We can go to there. We can go to there. Go to there. We go there. And we can't finish the shape. So yeah, we won't bother doing that then. What we can do though, do that out to there. Doesn't quite have the same pizzazz, does it? Let's take off that for now. What if we were to come out from this side? No, I don't like it. I could leave it like that, so you get kind of like something about it, I guess. Ah, we can add some light down underneath us then. I mean, I quite like that. And then we can stick in some wedge walls. I'm really not focusing on the things I should be focusing on right now. Now, what this might actually enable us to do is put in those basically a little. Make sure I've got the right side there, yeah. What if? what if we were to do that? Will that now let us put that in there? We will find out momentarily on this week's episode of Will It Fit Inside? What? No. No is the answer. Right, so the other option here is we take out the tower. Bye-bye. Take out the tower. Bye-bye. Now this will work. A bit painful doing it this way, but it will 100% work. Realistically, we're going to want these towers to be Atreides themed anyway. So what we do, we come in. And we place them in like so. There we go. Wait, wrong floors, Daz. We want granite. Or the other option is not using granite, and it's using these bad boys. Oh, hang on, hang on. We might just be cooking here. Oh, look at that. Perfect circle. When I say perfect circle, obviously I don't mean a perfect circle, because you can't make a perfect circle with 3 circular corners and a square. That does not work. But, and it's not even a big but, I like that. Okay, and then see what we can do now is we can actually go to structural, and then we can build a roof above it. I did not mean to select that part. I still need that part. Now, let's just see how this looks with the special walls in place. Not fantastic, I'll be honest. Hydrate. But, and it's only a small but this time. What if we put these in place? No. They actually offer nothing of an extra. You know what? What we can do is we can demolish those, and we will just have the square as the metal floor, and then we'll put in the triangles again. Yeah, fly just came off of my banana. That is not a sentence I expected to say out loud today. I'm gonna have to change that metal floor out, aren't I? Otherwise, we don't look right. Come on, Jon Snow. Oh. Why did I... What is going on? Ping is all over the place right now. We'll stick up some of these bad boys. See, I think we're onto something. But whether that thing is actually going to be fully decent. Granny! Where are you, Granny? There's Granny. Wait, why didn't I go like that and then... Then I could have just connected them. Oh, you donut. I'll tell you what, that is the start of a good idea. Hopefully we won't have as many stop-starts today as we had yesterday, because I'm not rammed for meetings, to be honest. I mean, it helps. It's the end of the day right now. It's currently at 6 p.m. So yeah, we'll have to just try and focus on steering clear of distractions. Do we want the mushroom? Oh, we can't use that mushroom now. I'm quite happy going with a nice 4x4 aesthetic. We do the same over here, but we don't want them connected this time. It's fine that the floors are connected, but we don't want these connected. Understand? Let me go back to my build tool. Structural. No. Thank you. I'm gonna stick one there. One there. Do I prefer the pillars? Then we don't need the one in the middle. Oh, aye. That's alright, that. Yeah, sorry, I'm in a bit of a silly mood, so apologies for the accents. Kind of. Right, why are you ignoring me? Yes. Yep. None of them want to go the right way. Well, that's probably ideal because I don't actually think these look that good. Hang on, I know why they're not the right way. Because we've only got the center pillar. We give it some of the old boom, 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 boom. I see you, Ghost Pillar. What the hell? That is not what I destroyed. I was clearly hovered over that. Right. Let's see what other roof options we've got here. Now we're going to have the black on there, so I think we can actually step into the Harco world here, which makes me a happy bunny because the Harco roof is quite nice. And I'm not even that stressed that it's on a square top. And then let's see what the square one looks like. Right, I need you guys to vote in the comments. Does the square one or the round one look better? And what we can actually do. I'm going to go with the round. I think the round looks better. I'm not fussed about losing the lights. We can actually get rid of some excess pillars then. Well, 2 excess pillars. Damn, deleted the wrong one. Roofs. Fruit pie, sausage roll, common England gets gold. Ooh, we've got a corner. You're now pointless. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That is a solid pillar at the front. I actually quite like it though. Let's see how that's looking now. I mean, other than the fact that we've completely dropped off the other side. Oh no, we've got stability issues. No, you donut. You had it the right way around. I know. Good Paddy McGuinness impression, right? What do you mean you don't know what a Paddy McGuinness is? You uncultured swines. Oh dear. Didn't realise I was dehydrated. Sorry, I've got to stop doing accents. I do them because I enjoy them. Right, so the benefit of this is the pointless, and I remember mentioning how pointless this was last time. It's the pointless pentashield. But why is it pointless, you say? Because this is going to be open air on the outside, so anyone can come in and out as they please. Right, let's get some... Yeah, I nearly did it again. Let's get some wedge walls in place. It crept out. Sorry, guys. It just snuck out. I did not mean it. Oh, I see that. That just makes me so happy. Another one. Oh, beautiful. Do you know the main benefit of fixing this structure? Is I now have an equal size gap on my doors. On my walls to my front door of my cathedral. I can't remember how much I'd done yesterday when I went off, so let's just take a peek back in the cathedral. I've added some lights out the front. We've got the entrance hall. These two side accesses are just like a quick access all the way around to bedrooms / functional spaces. Just close that. Sorry, I've got a pop-up coming up on my screen that's very distracting. There we go, sorted. Nice little bunny hop. So yeah, distractions are more mild today. They're not as distracting. So in here, I intend to keep this bit nice and small. We step through here, we go into the main hall. I extended this out because it was only too deep before and it didn't look right. Then we come into the main hall, which we've made pretty grandiose. Luckily my torch can show you everything, right? I feel like I'm not a fan of having those windows in there. The goal was to let in as much light as possible. They will probably do that. But they don't look great. Especially from the outside. They look pretty pants, to be honest. And seeing as we've got this theme on the rest of the building, we will keep it going for this area. There we go. That's that problem fixed. I'm thinking I won't have a chandelier above this like I have in my base at the moment. Oh look, the glass is broken again. Isn't that nice? It's quite a nice view actually. It's quite a cool view. Not over the rift. Normally we would have a Shai Hulud out above here as well, but actually this is the Cathedral of Atreides, so let's just rename it. And what we'll also do, we'll set this to co-owner only. Actually, yeah, we want co-owners to be able to boost our power. And we'll give the usuals access. That'll do for now. Yeah, I just used my mouse for that. It was very weird because I was still using the controller in my left hand. Okay, so here, what we're going to do is we're going to need to put pews all along here. We're not going to do it now, but basically you can get 2 to 3 rows per square. So that'll give us 6, 9. I'm going to go 8. But we also need, in fact, let's do this. We're going to cushion that off because These mere mortals shouldn't be stepping forward of there. We'll seal that off. We're actually going to add these onto these stairs. Just because I prefer it. And we'll proper board that out like that. Let's see, talking of proper boarding stuff out, we can add half. A little bit on the other side there. Right, so now we can come up. We can stand here, we can talk to the masses. Do I step this back one more? I'm gonna. I'm gonna do small stairs coming up. Okay, what we'll do here is we can just round this off with a only the external side, please. One of those, and then one of those. Side. So yeah, this space is the intention here is to be much more Atreides aligned than my previous cathedral. We do that to let people into the pews. No, I'm not sure we do. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to hang a chandelier from there. Then we need to stick our water storage back here. Beautiful. I might have to get rid of those. They're not as beautiful as I'd hoped. That'll work. See how we're looking. Perfect. Not actually going to mess with those angles up there yet. Now we've got a beautiful cross. Why can't I click on something? Right, there's always a plan for something like this. What we do is we get those angled roofs. Like that. Like that. And then we just patch in the corners. And what that allows for now is for us to put in that and that. So keeping with the water thing going, we'll put a big deciliter John there, and deciliter John water station there. We've got our bookshelves. We've got bookshelves. Perfect. Oh, look at that light coming in. This is taking shape. Okay. I'm going to pause there for a moment. I've just got to answer the door. So, yeah. Sorry, I had to answer the door, and then I came back and started putting in these wall pieces and talking to you guys like I'd never been away. And yeah, I was away. Yeah, so I am just progressing along the back wall now, just to kind of finish the aesthetic along here. If I put one of those in there, and I delete out that, and I now put one of those on top. No. isn't necessarily the end of the world. As we know, it enables us to put in the Atreides colours. We didn't need that one on the inside, but hey. Cool stuff. And that's our journey all around the base done. Oh, sometimes you just forget to do the simplest things in here. Like select the granite wall. I was concerned then, did you see that flash up with only 36 granite left? Was it 36? 56. I mean, as things go, we're setting up quite pretty well here. We can actually get rid of this random arrow. Palace. There we go. Next thing we've got to start doing is boarding in this area because we've not boarded any of that back up yet. And we need to grow that tower. Because that is a pathetic wee tower. And then the other thing we were going to do is to put one of these. No, not that one. Not that. Yeah.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Of course, there's a sandstorm approaching. There's always a goddamn sandstorm approaching. I'm not going to bother with those because they ruin the aesthetic a little bit. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. Put that in there. Have I put that on the right way around? No, I have not. Right, that's just a little landing piece.
Sector
Anyway,
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
we shall take cover. I'll save you having to wait it out this time. And just like that, the sandstorm has passed. I love this because that pin makes it look like our base is the enemy base. Yeah, I got carried away when I was away and I put up that half wall and some not battlements, but you know, like a called a buttress, something like that. I hope that's not this base. I don't think I've got an advanced subbeef down that's not named, so it could be a DD base is about to run out of power. I think it's called a buttress or buttress or something. Anyway, this one's only going to be an hour today. I know we haven't progressed too much in terms of the actual building itself. We were about to make the tower taller. I'm actually quite enjoying what we've got going on here. Is that what those ones look like? I think it is. Kinda. That's on the angular halves. Why does that look so wonky? Oh, issues with ping again. Oh, we're Supermaning. Okay. Okay. We're now Superman. We're flying. Our suspense belt's not in use. We are now Superman. Hopefully we can get a screenshot of this. Yeah, we got screenshots. Yeah, hopefully I can clip this into a short because apparently I've decided I want to leave this world. I'm gonna let this play out. This is hilarious. Okay, I'm just looking around like, what's going on here, guys? Don't close your eyes. Open your eyes again. Thank you. We're flying to the first moon of Arrakis. Can't believe he's still going. I mean, we just keep going. I think we're now above ornithopter possible heights. Now, I know if I press certain buttons, it'll probably end this animation, but I'm kind of enjoying it, so I'm not going to press anything. I'll just keep watching him fly. And getting loads of screenshots while I'm at it. This screen freezing is because I'm taking a screenshot, so... We're still going. We're still going. I've just got to keep taking screenshots of this. One of my friends has just posted a picture of Jamiroquai back in response to my screenshots. I wonder if we can get away with having a drink. Oh, we can. We're going to make it to the DD at this rate. What's going to happen when we hit the wall? We're going to phase through it. Whee! There we go. Yeah, I suppose I should... Oh, God. I've screwed this up. Oh, no. Does act like a Pensy shield. There we go. Can I... There we go. Oh, we're out of fuel. How's it out of fuel? How's it used fuel in that form? Okay, I've got fuel. I didn't see what height we were at there, but no, I would say we were definitely above the altitude limits. Yeah. Well, what do you know? We made it to space. Almost. Just think if we'd been facing that way when that happened, we would have flown on for so many more miles. Now, after that, I suppose we should figure out how we're going to do this. I mean, I like this buttress style. That's what we want. I kind of feel like I should build this wall up to that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to use the Atreides wall. And then I'm not a fan of half pieces. Annoyingly, I've just run all the way along there and done that. So yeah, I suppose we go all the way along and undo that. I'm going to need to start taking my other base apart. We're down to 6,000 plastone, and this is all that... I think this was all the plastone I had left. I could be wrong. There is a very good chance I am incorrect. Give me that Atreides wall. And then we can do half wall, half wall. I think that's right. Yeah, we'll go back to the other side and check. Superior landing. Yeah, so we're one taller on this side. That's fine. Atreides, Atreides. Yeah. Do you know what? I think after our flying shenanigans, I'm just going to make this this wall, and then I'm going to sign off for the day. Um, the fact that the game's getting a bit glitchy, we're in North American servers, so there's always a risk of glitches, but I just don't trust it. I still need to add the wedges and stuff along here. So yeah, not much progress today, but we have figured out the wall situation, which was really important. I didn't want to have that front wall being as janky as it was. Yeah, if you've liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you're watching on mobile, if you can hit the hype button, that will just help push the video in the algorithm so that other people see it, and they can see the ridiculous flight into space that I made. Yeah. And if you want to see more content like this, liking, subscribing, commenting, hyping, they're all the kind of things that will push through to me to let me know that that's what you want to see more of. I'll be honest, I'm running out of base build ideas, hence why I'm just moving my cathedral at the moment to here. If I completely run out of ideas, then that'll probably be the end of this series of well, of me building bases, basically, because I don't really want to have to put in the time and effort to do this if it's not appreciated. So yeah, if we don't get the views, we don't get the likes, we don't get the subs, we don't keep making. It's just to be clear, and I've mentioned this before, this is not about making money for me. This is about me just doing something I enjoy doing. And I enjoy making the bases, but I'm running out of ideas. Your comments could actually be what helps structure my next build idea. I tried running this idea past ChatGPT and Gemini, and they both came out with structures that were completely impossible to build using Dune build pieces. And whoever's base that is really needs to have a think about sorting that out. It's not mine. I've got two bases, this one and my main base. So I know it's not me, and I've got no pentashields down, I've got no power down, no power related things down. So yeah, really can't be my base. Boom! That's another wall done. Tell you what, just as a last thing before we go, I will progress this base a bit more when I'm off stream, just because I think it's time we start thinking about getting a hangar in here. I'm thinking I might keep a pathway going along where my crosshair is now, and along the front of there and down there, and then I'm going to have like a small hangar here. And when I say small, that'll be scout hangar, and then I will try and have it so that we can get the carrier to come in this way and land in here. And then this side we can have an assault hangar and a workshop, if we even need a workshop, because we've started to build that into the cathedral. So yeah, we'll see what we end up with. But yeah, you can see how it's shaping up. Obviously I need to do something more with the bottom of that side because it looks seriously janky at the moment. This side is less of a problem because we've got the structures underneath to hold it in place. Maybe I just need to do that on that side. But we'll have a look and see what we can do there. This one is obviously nothing yet. Look at that ping. This is outrageous. Yeah, this one. I've just realised I need to delete that and put the pillars on top of the first thingamill. What's it? Anyway, yeah, it's shaping up nicely. I definitely think to have more of a cathedral appeal to it, maybe I need to go for a smaller tower. Nah, I quite like that. I like the by smaller I mean narrower tower rather than as thick as it is. But I actually quite like how thick it is. Um, what I might do is I might build two smaller towers on the front, kind of 4x4s, because then we can actually get a perfect point on the tops of those ones, and then we'll have the big one at the back there. But in order to achieve that, we would have had to have sacrificed too much on the style of things here. Yeah, that's another screenshot. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Thanks again for watching. Like, sub, hype, comment, drag your ornithopter across the floor, whatever gets you by, and we will see you in the next one. Love you, bye.